Good morning. Well, are the tides turning? That's a big question. I'm looking out the window here and I see the tide going out. Tides are always going out or coming in here in the low country. But what about the real estate market? What are we seeing right now? I do think we're seeing some changes for various reasons. First of all, with respect to inventory, which we've been talking about quite a bit over the last year or so, it is starting to creep back up. I mean, by no means do we have the inventory levels that we had a year and a half ago, but we are seeing some increase in inventory. So thus kind of equating to maybe just a little bit of a slowdown in the speed at which things are going under contract. It's not quite the frenetic activity that we saw 6 months ago, or maybe in the last 6 to 12 months. So probably that's it's a good thing. It's more reasonable marketplace, but it's a kind of a shift between seller and buyer market. We're still definitely, I think, in a seller's market overall, just given the still low levels of inventory and the demand still being really pretty high. Interest rates are going to be causing us some pause or reason to pause. Yesterday the conventional 30-year fixed went over 6% on an average basis. You can still get a 15-year fixed for well under 5%, which is maybe something to consider if that's what you're looking at. And the conventional mortgages are up to 647,500 in terms of financing. After that, you're in the jumbo market. And actually the jumbo rates are more attractive right now than the conventional rates. So if you are looking for properties that put you into that category, it can still be a positive for you, I think. Inflation, it's happening. We're all experiencing it. I was in Ohio recently. I drove up and then drove back, and in the course of driving up, I think I paid like an average of $4.70, I think, for gas, and then on the way back I paid an average of $5.80 for gas. So in the course of 12 days, that's what happened to gas prices, at least in my personal experience, which was limited but still probably representative. And then when we go to the grocery store, we're seeing things cost a little bit more than we expected potentially. So between interest rates, inflation, which seems to be real, kind of the volatility in the stock and financial markets right now, and then uncertainty with respect to Ukraine, China, Korea, pick an area. It's a little bit disconcerting at times in terms of what's happening globally and what's the impact going to be on not only on our economy but the global economy overall. So it's an interesting time. The good news here on Hilton Head is that we have a market, a community, a place to live that is still very, very desirable. We have a good quality of life down here. And I've always said all along that there are real people that buy in our market. We're not heavily investor driven. And over time, I think that's served us very, very well. So a lot going on, inventory creeping up a little bit. Call me if you want to talk more about either listing your property or putting together a plan to find the right property for you here. Hope all is well in your world. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.